let me ask Your Excellency. I mean, you've seen it all. What, from where you sit, what are some of the key hurdles in the implementation of this AfCFTA that, if we address them, it could again fast track and accelerate the implementation? I mentioned the issue of, free movement of people.
Yeah.
Now, cross-border trade has become a major thing. Now, the AfCFTA protocol on women and youth in trade, for example, women are facing massive challenges at the borders and what have you. How are we addressing this? And particularly from your standpoint, how is Africa Capacity Building Foundation helping in addressing some of these challenges?
Okay. So a couple of things here. I hear my brother, the Secretary General.
He said
Wamkele Mene say that there have been strong progress in signing the AfCFTA, but the ratification has not been as
smooth and rapid
as we want to see it.
And the question is why?
This is one thing. And to me, this is just a political will to sign and ratify.
Absolutely.
I think that this is not just something that that is specific to the AfCFTA. I think that we can say this is a general observation on how countries implement decisions they take at the African Union. The rate of implementation of those decisions is not where it should be. Having said that, even those, everything is not about signing and ratifying, or even signing it into law.
Right.
Where actually we see the biggest hurdle, at least from our perspective, of the effective implementation of these policies is actually the domestication, what we call the domestication. What does domestication mean? It's once you have signed an agreement, a treaty, and you've signed it into a law in your country, it is important to go back and look at your previous national laws and revise those national laws to make them adequate with this new treaty, or include provision in the existing policies. That's number one. And number two, in domestication, is actually reforming the playbooks of your agents, whose day-to-day work actually are affected by this new agreement. And finally, is because these agreements are for people, for our businesses, for our people, is creating awareness, wide awareness, and also providing the tools and simplified knowledge to the majority of people to implement it. So this is unfortunately what is not always happening. And this is not just about the AfCFTA, but it's even true for regional trade and integration agreements. One of the examples I always cite is ECOWAS. ECOWAS was signed in 1975.
Absolutely.
And was supposed to promote the free movement of people, capital, and goods. I think we've done a lot compared to other regions in terms of movement of people. You can, if you are a citizen, you can move freely within 15 countries of the world.
Without any restrictions.
I
think the other blocks are doing well too. The East EACA too is doing very well.
Exactly. SADC and others are doing well.
So the challenge is, how do we connect these four blocks to make it more continental?
I think that there are different theories and different approaches. To me, the strengths of each of these regional integration processes will be critical for that of the AfCFTA.
Yeah.
I think that going through concentric circles, that theory actually is going to be very important. And just to finish on that, we've done a lot. But even if you look at our borders, any border within ECOWAS or even IGAD and etc., you will see that the movement of goods is not free movement of goods is not a reality. There are so many hurdles. There are still some tariffs being applied. Legally or illegally. But all of that is actually that last mile I'm talking about, which is actually reforming the playbooks of those agents at those borders, actually, who continue to behave as pre-adoption of this trade agreement. So that's what we call domestication. And this is one of the priorities of our strategy and the trade.
That's good.